Welcome to the brief presentation on Asset Management System based on ISO 55001 series of the standards. We offer the complete solution for the asset management system. ISO 55000, ISO 55001 and ISO 55002 are each part of the 2014 series of 3 international standards for best practice in asset management. Drawing on, but superseding the British Standards Institute's specification for the optimized management of physical assets. PAR 55. The 3 standards provide any organization with a comprehensive picture of asset management, together with the information and guidance necessary to put it into practice. ISO 55000 contains an explanation of the wording and definitions to be used throughout the standards under the 3 documents, together with an overview of asset management. ISO 55001 sets out the requirements for a best practice asset management system that can be integrated with other management procedures operated by an organization. ISO 55002 contains guidance for setting up and implementing an asset management system. Most organizations own a range of physical assets to enable them, directly or indirectly, to create or deliver products and services and to facilitate other tasks, to carry out their routine activities and achieve their ultimate goals. Assets have a value in their own right, with a cost attached, and also in terms of their value in helping an organization progress its aims. Assets are often considered to be items such as machinery and equipment, but an organization's assets will also be likely to include financial resources, intangible items, such as information or knowledge. People. Every organization needs to realize the best and the most that it can from its assets, while ensuring that it acts lawfully and reasonably, complies with all relevant obligations and identifies and mitigates associated risks. Physical assets can be effectively managed throughout their life cycles to achieve these aspirations and enable an organization to optimize their worth. Best practice in asset management takes into account the nature of the organizational structure and places emphasis on the connection between the management of assets and people. Through a systematic and coordinated approach to asset management procedures across an organization, it is possible to monitor and manage the performance of assets throughout their life cycle and remain in full control of other crucial factors, including risk, cost and compliance. The requirements for an asset management system, as set out under ISO 55001, provide the means for an organization to improve the operation of its business over the long term with the aim of supporting and achieving domestic and international growth and realizing its goals, with a range of benefits, including a reduction in the cost of asset ownership, the realization of better value for money, competitive utilization of assets, a reduction in risk that can arise from the ownership and use of assets, better management and deployment of assets generally, improved reliability of assets and a reduction in risk, improved levels of performance and efficiency, compliance with legal and regulatory requirements, a comprehensive management system that can be audited and demonstrated, enhanced reputation and customer confidence, an organization that operates to the requirements of ISO 55001, based on the guidance set out under ISO 55002, is able to maintain and continuously improve a professional asset management system, aligned with its other management systems, with a clear policy and strategy. As with any management system, the process of establishing a set of new management processes needs to be supported and encouraged by the organization's management team. The detailed policies and procedures that make up the system must be tailored to suit the needs of the organization concerned, while also complying with ISO 55001. The standard is written in such a way as to allow scope for organizations to adapt the requirements to match the way they do business. It is also important to keep everyone in the organization informed and involved and to enable them to participate in the process of designing and installing the system, with recognized roles and responsibilities. A range of people will also need to be trained to operate, maintain and update the system once it has been implemented. And it is useful for them to take ownership from the outset. A gap analysis will assist in the first instance in identifying the current state of the organization and any relevant management processes that are already in operation. The findings can then be compared with the requirements of ISO 55001 and the vision of how the organization should be expected to look once the new management system has been implemented. The gaps between the current and future situations can then be identified and analyzed, and then plans can be formulated as actions to bridge the gaps. The results of a gap analysis, combined with a thorough understanding of the organization, including its people, the way it operates and its aims, can be used to inform a clear methodology and program of work going forward to design and implement the new asset management policies and procedures that will form part of the new system. If an organization already has an asset management or other management system in place, it may be possible to amend or extend some of the existing procedures to incorporate the requirements of ISO 55001. Once the new system has been set up and reviewed and has been operating smoothly for a period of time, an independent assessment can be carried out to determine whether the procedures fully comply with the requirements of ISO 55001. If there are any discrepancies, they can be amended as appropriate. Once all the procedures comply with ISO 55001, following a formal assessment, an organization can receive certification to the standard to demonstrate that compliance has been achieved. The organization will be awarded a formal certificate. In case of any query, please contact us at this email address. We will get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you very much for your time.